This EFL Championship Week 1 Matchday Picks edition of the Premier League Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Get up to a $1,000 deposit match when you sign up at underdogfantasy.com. Promo code PLGP. Welcome, everybody, to the Premier League Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. My name is Malcolm Bamford, coming to you from Newcastle upon Tyne in the northeast of England. Today is Thursday, probably, August the 7th. We are here to handicap the Matchday 1 fixtures, or some of them, that take place between Friday and Sunday in the EFL Championship this weekend. Joining me from somewhere in Nottinghamshire is Mr. Barry Penaluna. Barry, what's happening?
Not a lot. I got a bit of a sweat on here. I've just got out the bath 10 minutes ago. The bath was about 100 degrees, I think. So I'm a little bit warm.
Well, you messaged me at 9:20 and said you were going in the bath. And that's not enough time, Barry, because I had a bath. But I got in the bath at 7:20 till about 10:50. I had about two hours, 2 hours 10. Because Bob was messaging me. He wanted me to take some shit up to Great Park because he's stopping at his mates. So I had to get out soon. 2 hours 10 was cut short. And then you messaged me at like 9:15 saying you're going in the bath. That's not enough time, Barry. It's barely time to get in.
I mean, does anybody else message their mates and tell them they're going in the bath? I mean, it wasn't just me messaging you out of the blue to say I'm going in the bath.
No, it wasn't just an update, your naked update. I get that.
20 minutes is fine for me. I'll stick a bit of music on. I'll probably get through about 4 tracks and then it's time. I'm too hot by that point. I've got to get out.
I listened to a Bigfoot podcast, but while the bath was running, I did sing Good Luck Babe by Chapel Roan at the top of my voice. The problem I've got now with our bathroom, the young people, we've got that field thing out the back, and there's those couple of, they're like old war rooms, and it's just a good place for teenagers to hang out. So out the back of our garden, it's a big gathering. You can always smell the weed and stuff in the summer. And that really has curtailed my singing my head off, Barry, in the summer months. Because I like getting the window open, because you get a nice cool breeze across me in the bath. But if I am a 49-year-old man singing Good Luck Babe by Chapel Roan at the top of my voice, then the local teenagers become aware of this, and I don't want to go viral, but yeah, that's not
another news, Malcolm. It's been an exciting day in the household today. Today was the day the next pair of bamboo boxer shorts arrived, Malcolm.
Wait, oh shit, you get some every month, don't you?
That's right, I get a pair every month now. So 7th of the month, the first pair arrived in the post, or second
Lovely.
pair, I got some already. So obviously everyone's dead excited to see what funky patterns are on them and that,
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And a pair of socks, get a free pair of socks with it as well. They're jazzy.
So have you got them there?
Oh, well, I'm wearing them, so I'm probably not going to show you them.
We'll leave
now. But yeah, they've all got a name. Every pair has a different name. So the ones last month were called Tiki, Tiki. Right. So they had a bit of a tropical vibe, lots of funky flowers. Wild Thing is the name. leaves a lot to your imagination, doesn't it? I'll maybe pop a picture up on the Twitter at some point and see which ones people prefer so far, the Wild Thing or the Tiki.
So last week when I was away and when I did Sheffield Norfolk back to back, we stayed overnight in the Premier in Rotherham, if you remember. The next morning, Matt, looking in his bag, started cursing. He'd forgot to pack a spare pair of boxer shorts. But obviously, admin, the IT department, being in the IT department, she packed enough for me to stay on the moon for 3 months. So I had spare kegs. So I said, well, yeah, I've got some spare ones. And he wouldn't take them. What's it? Where's the?
I wouldn't be wearing your kegs, like.
But they were brand new. You could smell the Daz on them, Baz.
Michael Chapman in the chat says his arrived today too. I'm wondering if is he also on the Oddball subscription? I wonder if he got the same ones as me today. I'm a little bit less excited about mine if everyone's walking around in the same pair. Like,
yeah. Well, Matt did eventually put my spare kegs on, but it took him about 20 minutes. It was a proper moral dilemma. I'd have just put anyone's pants on. Like, really weird. Like, didn't see you today, unfortunately, Barry. Today was most of you will be aware that it was the Premier League gambling podcast Friends and Family Fun Day for the summer. Everyone came down, everyone was out. Callum was there, Lee, Joe Dollar, everyone came across. It's just a nice thing to do for the summer. There was inflatables, we had a barbecue. Karen Williams won the Foxy Boxing, all that sort of thing. But Barry wasn't allowed to come due to his performance in the Club World Cup this year, because personally, as leader of the group, I think if you're not going to behave properly, if you're not going to behave as a member of the group, then you don't get to be rewarded. So Barry did, unfortunately, miss the show Friends and Family Fun Day. He reported 3 p.m. this afternoon after we'd packed everything away and we'd sent everyone off. Do you know
I did laugh yesterday. I'd seen, obviously, you're referring to Newcastle having a family fun day after training yesterday, where family were allowed to visit the training ground and have a bit of food, some snacks and nibbles and soft drinks and things. And Alexander Isak wasn't allowed. He had to go and train by himself. I laughed, though. There was a post saying Newcastle have invited the family for a family fun day. And someone replied saying, apparently they've already rejected the offer. They're only interested in a Nando's, which was quite fitting for given how everybody seems to be turning us down at the moment.
I was doing my best satire there, Barry. Was that good? Did you enjoy it?
Brilliant, yeah.
That was brilliant. Yeah. I think you'll agree. Right, everyone, concentrate hard now for the next 90 seconds or so, because I've got something really important to tell you. In fact, I've got 2 important things, but I'm going to tell you the first one first. We got a new sponsor, and it's a special important one because it is unique to our little show here. So we need some help. Now, unfortunately, it is only for our friends over the water, our friends in the USA and Ontario as well. I checked that. Oh, hang on, no.
There are ways of getting on there. There are ways.
Are they?
Yeah.
What are you talking, VPN, Baz?
It's the same as the porn, really. If you've got a VPN, you get on no bother.
So what we're looking at here, everybody, these kind people have got in touch with us from Metaspins Sports. And I've had a look, and they've got all the football up there. So it's a crypto sports betting site. If you sign up today, you'll get a 100% risk-free bet, and you get a $25 bonus on your first deposit. The website is metaspins.com/sports. That'll take you to the sports page where all the football, Premier League, Bundesliga, all sorts of stuff on there. Metaspins.com/sports. 100% risk-free bet, and also a $25 bonus on your first deposit. And then the other thing I want to mention was the Prediction League. I said I'd found a website that I was going to run past you just to double check that it wasn't complete dog shit. You had a look at it and you seem to think it's all right. It's dead simple because it doesn't do anything else except this Prediction League. So there's not a million different things you have to navigate. It's not a gambling site. It's just this little site dedicated to doing a Prediction League. We've set our mini league up. So the league is, I'll post it out on Twitter. We'll stick it in the show description as well. But it's predictaddict.co.uk. So PREDICT all one word, predictaddict.co.uk. And the show league code is 43455. So between now and next Friday when it kicks off, we'll hammer it. There's already about a dozen or so people in there. I noticed Callum and Lee and who else got in there? I can't remember. Captain Insano was in there. He'd get in wear a draft, wouldn't Captain? He doesn't join us that often. But he was in there. So, yeah, predictaddict.co.uk. We're going to do monthly prizes and we're going to do season-long prizes as well. So get involved in that. We did the show on Monday night, Baz, didn't we? I've got no crack. I've done absolutely nothing at all between Monday and now this on Thursday. So have you got anything to tell us about, or should we crack on and make some picks?
I haven't done a lot. I've been working, but I'm doing something. Would you care to hazard a guess as to what I might be doing tomorrow?
Friday, tomorrow. It normally involves you eating something. You'll be going for like a 9-course fucking tasting menu with your lass or something. No, swimming.
What else am I doing all the time at the minute?
Barbecuing.
People in the chat will know. Callum mentioned last week that I seem to be doing this every week. So anyway,
no, hang on. Are you travelling again?
Yeah, gigging.
Oh my God.
So the question is, Malcolm, and I'll give people till the end of the show to work it out. Which city am I visiting to go and watch some live music this week? That's the question. See if anyone can work it out. But once again, I'm on my travels taking the family to a gig.
Bloody hell, Barry. More money than sense, you. I don't have a weekend at home. I'm frantically saving up for my holiday next week. And here's you, living La Vida Loca. Right. So, championship picks then is what we're going to do. I've made too many because I haven't done anything. I had loads of time on my hand. I've made too many. You've made quite a few. I also got some... got the lowdown from my championship insiders. Walker sent me a couple of paragraphs on Watford. Johnny Big Shades sent me a couple of paragraphs on Stoke. So I am well versed in all of that. Who's in the chat anyway? From the bottom up, Connor Mack. Connor, week one, Connor, you get some Southampton chat in a little while. Lee's guessing Edinburgh for Oasis. Smudger, how you doing? Harry, Chelsea. Always like Nicholas Jackson, me, good player. Harry's in the chat. Courtney is here as well. Michael Chapman, oddballs indeed. Coisty is here. Love having Coisty along. And who was first? Oh, Fatty Merris has joined us from Seattle. Love that, Fatty Merris. And I think that is everybody. If you are lurking in the chat, by all means, say hello. Harry gave a little pick out earlier on 2 bookings picks. Harry's good at the cards, you know. He's a sneaky bastard. He sends them to me after the event. I'll get a message at about 10:10 on a Tuesday, and Harry's won fucking £3,500. I was like, all right, Harry, very good. Well, he was at it again tonight, but only one of the 2 hit. But that's all right. I missed the boat tonight, Barry. I really fancied Larnaca to turn over Legia Warsaw. They were a great price, for about 6-4 or something. Good form, a proper fortress at home, Larnaca. And Legia Warsaw have absolutely gone to shit. And I didn't do it. And Larnaca won 4-1. They absolutely battered them. It was a great pick. I'm frustrated with myself, Barry. But not to worry. Right, okay. We'll have a sniff around these championship games. Let me tell you about Underdog Best Ball Mania, happening all summer long. Giving away $15 million in prizes, including $2 million to first place. No waiver wire, no arguments about trades. Best ball is the best way to play fantasy football. Underdog also a great place to play pick'em. You can win up to 500 times your entry. Use our code PLGP to claim a special pick and first-time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus credits. UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code PLGP. And we're brought to you by MyBookie.ag, your place to bet on every sport, including the MLB, WNBA, golf, and of course, football futures. Tons of locations accepted, easy deposit, and lightning fast payouts at MyBookie.ag, promo code PLGP for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000. T's and C's apply. Right then, is everybody ready to go? Coisty's asking if I'm going to cross the halfway line and kick off. Well, hopefully, Coisty, it's my turn to go first now. The worm has turned because Barry put that last corner. He put it out for a goal kick. So maybe I might get on the front foot. But I am under the cosh. I'm absolutely under the cosh. Couple of shots on target from Baz. I'm only filling here because I haven't loaded Bet365. So I haven't got the correct page open. Baz, do you want to go first or second? I'll give you the option again. I know everyone was overwhelmed with your enthusiasm last week. So would you like to lead off this week?
I don't mind. You've got more picks than me for the championship.
Oh, yeah.
Have you got the Friday night game, though?
I've done the Friday night game. Yeah, I felt like we had to do the Friday night game.
Yeah, you kick off for the Friday night game, then I'll give my thoughts on it as well.
All right. So the championship goes from 8 o'clock on Friday loads of stuff on Saturday and then one game on Sunday afternoon. The Friday evening game it's a big one, as it should be, the curtain raiser. Birmingham City taking on Ipswich Town. Birmingham are been nipped in a little bit. They're 7-5 now, plus 140. The draw is 23-10, plus 230. And Ipswich are on the drift. Ipswich were 7-4, plus 175. They're now 19-10, plus 190. Good game to start with. Interesting game. You've got two teams in a new division. Birmingham. Actually, did we talk about Birmingham City in that documentary last week? I don't think we have mentioned it. I've never watched it because I don't like watching football stuff because I know everything. But I've seen some little clips on Tom Brady and his silly American mate. And doesn't he just come across as a right tit? He could go on the tit list. I quite liked him calling out Wayne Rooney almost immediately because it was just the meeting of minds between Wayne Rooney and Tom Brady. And Tom Brady clearly didn't understand anything that was going on, then left the room and said, not sure about him, which made me laugh. But everything else, it was when he was slagging Peterborough off after they beat them in the Pizza Cup final at Wembley. And he was leaving, going, enjoy shitty League One for the rest of your lives, guys. Yeah. That's my best American. And he just thinking, fuck off, mate. It's got nothing to do with you. You're a wanker. So anyway, it just made the Wrexham people look a lot better, actually. Yeah. They've vicariously gone up in everyone's estimations. Courtney's very much a kick-off completist here. Robin Bravo and Tubby McNair. That's Patrick, actually. I can tell that's Patrick, name checking my players. So, Birmingham from League One, Ipswich Town from League Two. Ipswich are 3-1 favourites for the title. Birmingham 7-1. This is going to be mayhem, Baz. Really looking forward to it, actually. You're going to get a fervent home crowd. And actually, if you remember, we saw that last year. Newcastle went there in the FA Cup in January, and it was absolute bedlam. I think we beat them 3-2 in the end. But Birmingham scored after 20 seconds. It was just general mayhem, and they absolutely kicked the living shit out of us as well. So it's going to be chaos. It should be a good game. I absolutely think just all three outcomes are on the table here. There's so many question marks. You have to take Ipswich as an underdog, Baz. I think you have to at the prices. I don't know why a team coming up can be this short a favourite. They spent a few quid, what have you. Ipswich acquitted themselves quite well last year in spots. They all actually finished the terrible finish to the season. But for a spell, they look like they're going to be all right. They've kept hold of a lot of their good players. The manager's still the same. The last time they were in this division, they absolutely tore it asunder, didn't they? First night, opening night, Baz, you've just got to take the dog. Like Ipswich are a big price here. 19-10, plus 190.
Yeah, I came down the exact same way. Obviously, two newbies to the Championship, Ipswich dropping down, Birmingham coming up. And as much as I think Birmingham are a club on the up, I think they'll have a good season. The bookies certainly expect them to have a good season. I was surprised to see them favourites here. Particularly because, I mean, even if Birmingham go well this season, they're still up against Ipswich, who are favourites to win the league. I think it's a big step up from League One, and it's a hard game to start with. And I just saw no reason not to take Ipswich as underdogs here against a team who are two divisions below them this time last season. So, yeah, same pick. The price just stood out straight away. I thought it was too big. So I will also take Ipswich as an underdog at 19-10.
Team ride on the underdog on the Friday night. I love that. We can accumulate some bullets to fire on Saturday's card. Smudger's telling us that Dara O'Shea, did he not get it? Someone got injured yesterday. Was that him? Was that someone else? I saw someone injured in training, possibly. Might not have been him. Dara O'Shea shots for Ipswich is what Lee Smith wants in this one. Andy Williams joined us. Andy, welcome along. Next game. Early, I've got some Saturday lunchtime stuff here, Baz. I've got Charlton, Watford. I've got Coventry, Hull. They're my two lunchtime ones. Any of that for you?
I've got Coventry Hull, so let's go off with that one. I haven't got.
Go on then. Lead off with Coventry Hull. We'll see. I think we've probably got the same play here as well.
Well, yeah, I haven't gone for the underdog in this one. I mean, Coventry went close last season, lost to Sunderland in the playoffs, but Lampard definitely had them turned around from coming in. He got them into good form. They didn't finish the season particularly strongly, but nobody up that top end did for some reason, and certainly Hull didn't either. They just scraped survival by the skin of their teeth. And I think Coventry will just be there or thereabouts again. It's about their sort of level for the last few seasons now is pushing them their playoff spots. Hull, on the other hand, as I say, they survived by the skin of their teeth on the last day. They're expected to be struggling again once again this season. They're only 3-1 for relegation. Only Sheffield and Oxford are a shorter price than Hull for relegation this season. So I just saw no reason not to stick with Coventry here. Bit of a short one. It's one for the Ackers probably. You won't get rich, but Coventry to win at home at 8-11 looked definitely one I would put in my Ackers. But if you want to know a slightly better price, well, you could tag on the over 1.5. So Coventry to win and over 1.5 goals gets you to 11-10. I think that's a decent bet.
You absolutely took my handicap completely, Baz, to the point. My last note says it's a nice price to put in your Ackers. My pick is a Coventry moneyline play. We talked them up when we did the pre-season outrights, and this is just a straightforward pick on one of the teams that we liked out of that show. Against Hull, who do look like they're in for a hard season. I wouldn't mind Cov on the handicap. Lee's pointed that out. Connor's pandering to our American listeners by going for Hadji Wright first goal, USA, etc. But yeah, 3-4 minus 133 is a perfectly reasonable price. I've got my next play here is also from those lunchtime games, and it's Charlton v Watford, and this is something that Walker's talked me into. So my best mate Walker is, for a long story, is a Watford fan. Now Watford are away to Charlton on Saturday lunchtime. Charlton 29-20 plus 145, 23-10 the draw plus 230, and Watford are 15-8 plus 187. So I messaged Walker and told me to give me a rundown on how Watford are going. And Walker's not a particularly optimistic man. He's got a similar demeanour to Barry. You might say they get on very well. I like Charlton. I think they'll stay up. But I don't know how they're favourites here. This is a WTF for me. I think we got the wrong team favourite. There's a lot of unknowns around Watford here. But they could absolutely be a dark horse. They signed a ton of young players. They kept their most important players from last season. And they signed the top scorer from the Danish second division, Baz. I'm sure you'll all be very familiar with Luca Kjærumgaard's 22 goals in 29 games last year for some team there. I think they might surprise a few. There might be dark horses for the season, Watford, but at 15-8 here to go away to Charlton, another team just arriving in this division, I think Watford are a good bet. And I'm also going to throw out your man, Kjærumgaard. Look at Kjærumgaard, 6-1, first and last, and 21-10, anytime goal scorer. It might just be a good chance to get him at a nice price before he knocks in a few and the prices disappear, but
yeah, I had nothing for that one. So that's all on you. The next one for me, I've got Stoke v Derby.
Yes, I've got, well, that was another short handicap for me because I got Johnny Big Shades to sort me out with that one as well. So go and hit us with that.
Yeah, I mean, I was drawn to Derby here. You've got a friend who is a Stoke fan. I've got a colleague who is a Derby fan. So we might be on opposite sides, depending how partisan each of them are. But I was drawn to Derby because I think they've done some good business this summer. I was surprised. I thought this week they picked up Bobby Clark. I mean, there was rumours he might come back to Newcastle. He'd been linked with a few other clubs. I think at the Championship, he'll be a good player at that level. Formerly a prospect at Liverpool. He's been in Germany and now he's back. And I think that's a good signing for Derby, Bobby Clark coming in. Agimang, former Charlotte FC striker from the MLS. He's played 12 times for USA. Again, championship level. I think Derby have made some good moves. Got another lad, Uzo, from Palace, who was on loan there last year and apparently did very well until he got injured. They've managed to get him on loan from Palace again. So I think Derby look good in terms of their recruitment. They finished the season strong last year to avoid relegation. They lost only 2 of their last 11 games at the end of the season. They looked doomed at one point. And they also had decent away form at the end of the season. They won the last 2 away from home at the end of last season. I think Stoke will be okay this season. They'll mince around in the middle of the table as usual. Probably not threatening the promotion spots. Probably not being bad enough to get relegated. But as a dog, I was drawn. I just felt a bit more positive about Derby here. I like Derby on the draw no bet to play it a little safer. So I'm going to take Derby draw no bet at 6-5.
Yeah, well, we're just going to cancel each other out here because basically what's happened is I've spoken to a Stoke fan who says they're going to win, and you've spoken to a Derby fan who said they're going to win. Mark Robbins, apparently, he knows how to get a team championship ready. They made some good signings to look sharp in pre-season. Johnny Big Shades is keen on Stoke. So I was going to tip up at 13-10, but you've got a mate who said the exact same thing for his team as well. Just going back to Bobby Clark, these Liverpool youngsters. Did you see that kid the other day? Barry stabilising himself with his left foot while he kicked the ball. Yeah. Man, it was fucking revolutionary stuff, wasn't it?
I'll tell you who wouldn't do that.
Who?
Trevor Francis.
Why?
That statue of him where it looked like he only had one leg.
Oh, on one leg.
Not going to be able to stabilise himself very well, is he?
No,
but yeah, that was ridiculous. That
was ridiculous.
Look at how he stabilises himself. It takes all of his touches with the right foot and stabilises himself with his right foot. Look at his left foot.
They love inventing stuff, don't they, Liverpool fans? Holy shit, they've invented some shit this summer.
Absolutely.
Was it Greg mentioned that he said he was also, your mate Greg messaged underneath saying he was also using a technique called inhaling, which maximises lung capacity, enabling it to run a little bit faster. So I mean, all the mod cons going on there at Liverpool, wankers. Right, okay. Not that I'm in any way antagonised currently by them. Circa Million and Circa Survivor going on at the world's greatest sports book, Circa Las Vegas. $21 million in guaranteed prizes as well. You can't call yourself a true degen if you're not competing in the Circa football contest. Coming out with the SGPN boys and girls at the Circa contest weekend, August 21 to 23. I mean, get 15% off a stay at Circa with the promo code SGP15. Contests open to everyone. Sign up in Nevada and play from anywhere with the help of SGPN's official proxy. Go to footballcontest.com. Use promo code SGP to get $50 off your proxy fees. And Rhythm's power trends are now called smart signals, apparently. Rhythm continues to crush it with smart signals, essentially the best of what their house model has to offer. These are AI-detected patterns where Rhythm's model is constantly won, consistently as well, and has a high ROI. Smart signals are updated daily and exclusive to Rhythm. No touts, no noise. MLB smart signals are crushing it. WNBA, I'm going to tell you something about the WNBA on smart signals in a minute. Really good as well. Download the Rhythm app, check out smart signals and start betting smarter. You know we will be. Get your 7-day free trial, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM. Rhythm there actually had to discontinue offering WNBA props because the WNBA show was absolutely smashing the life out of them. I don't know if I meant to say this, but I got involved in the little private message thing with Scott and stuff, and they'd absolutely massacred them. So the whole sportsbook just said, we're not doing that anymore. Find something else. You've got to find something else to bet on because our WNBA show had completely mangled them to death. So that's good. Well done, everybody. Right then. Saturday, 3:00 kickoffs. Oh, I beat it. Did we go to... Oh, we did do Cov, yeah, that's okay. No, another lunchtime one, Barry. We had to do Wrexham, didn't we? We couldn't let poor Andy sitting in the chat twiddling his thumbs. Southampton, this is 12:30, 7:30 Eastern time. Southampton 7-10, -142. The draw 11-4, +275. Wrexham 15-4, +375. I think Southampton are too short. We've seen a lot of time. It does take Premier League teams, even if it's a few weeks, just to adjust to a new level. But the thing that got me here with Southampton, they are so used to not winning football matches. It was just hard to pick up that thread. You can't just... What did they win last year? Did they win once, twice, something like that? The last time they played a championship side was in the FA Cup at home, and they got beat 1-0 off Burnley. Like, they're just not winning. They haven't done a shit ton in the transfer market. Wrexham are absolutely going to be at it. And they've got to give them a game. So I didn't mind Wrexham double chance. But I do not see how we can trust Southampton to keep a clean sheet here. We watched them defend last year. That shit doesn't go away, man. That's going to be in their DNA for ages. Absolute pony. Both teams to score, Baz. Southampton, Wrexham. Wasn't quite brave enough to get Wrexham involved, but I do think they could get a result. But I'll take BTTS. It's a big price, Baz. 5-6, -120.
Yeah, I didn't take that game. But if I was, I'd have gone for goals. Over 2.5 was the one that stood out for me. 5-6 would have been my pick. So I do like the goals in that. I don't mind both teams to score. But yeah, over 2.5 goals.
Right, okay, Barry. It is kick-off time. Did you get your new card? Betty sent you over on Tuesday morning or what have you. Right, so the state of play is it's a goal kick. Goal kick for me. I am taking this goal kick, Barry. I'm going across to the left edge of my 6-yard box. Okay. So this will be in I5. And I am going to play. I've got a I'm stuck in my own half, but I've got a chance to. I'm just going to lump this clear, Baz. I'm going to lump it clear with this bad boy, which is a 6 diagonally right and then 5 forward. So it's just a long ball forward from Robin McNair. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Long ball forward by Robin Bravo. Helped on by Untumbe Smith in the middle of the park. And it's all the way out there with Gianfranco Thompson on the right wing, Barry. It's in your half. It's in square D11. So what do you want to do with that?
It's just, I mean, D11 means nothing to me, does it? It's easy for you. You've got a board in front of you. I can't visualize.
You haven't had fucking 4 weeks to write it down, have you? Honestly, Barry, this is why you didn't come to the friends and family barbecue for this sort of thing.
You want me to draw my own board?
Well, yes, that's exactly what I want you to do. And it's been posted on the socials. I'm keeping the score. Look at this. I'm keeping every move here like a chess match, right? You know, people write down like pawn to king 3. I've got the direction of play. Barry kicked it.
Tell us when he's finished.
You haven't even got the board in front of you. Fucking shite. Come on. So the ball's up here, Barry.
Yeah, this is
it's in your half. 4. There.
I'm fucking miles away, aren't I?
Well, right. I told you I've just lumped it forward.
Right. I'm going to go... Fucking hell. I'm going to go... Well, I've got a free kick card, Malcolm. What does that do?
You play a free kick and then you play another card straight after it.
So I can go any direction when we free kick?
Well, you can go what direction the arrows say.
Well, it says 3 forward and then 1 left or right.
There you go. So that's the direction you can go. Was that a real question?
I'll go 3 forward and one to the left. 1,
2, 3. Okay, so you're back in my half, Barry. You're on B10. Yeah, you're on B10. You're on B10.
How many?
Who's got the ball?
How many squares to the right is the goal?
2.
No, that's no good. Right, I'll move it forward 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. That is Alcaraz knocking it down the line into Pedro Jimenez for you there, Barry. Ball is in your half. Well, my half. The red half. F10. That's F10. Everyone got that? Beautiful. Right, okay. God's sake, you stress me out, Barry. You better be more prepared next week. Bootle's joined us. Bootle, how are we doing?
It's a bit easier when I'm going first because I can have it all mapped out in my head as to what I'm going to do. But
it's not an excuse, though.
It's easier to react when you've got the actual thing in front of you, innit?
But is it an excuse?
Yeah, it's just a reason.
It's not, man. It's shite. It's what it is.
Move on. Let's talk football.
Next up, I'm going to Norwich v Millwall, Barry. Norwich even money. This is 3 o'clock here. Norwich even money. 23-10 the draw, plus 230. Millwall 14-5, plus 280. For the next 10 minutes or so of the show, Barry, I've gone underdog crazy. Millwall are a big price here. They finished 8th last season. They were 5 places and 9 points above Norwich in the table. Neither team have done much business as to catch the eye. You know, people have done odds and sods. In the head-to-head last season, both teams won their home fixture. But the latest of those was April the 21st, and Millwall beat them 3-1. They're just nothing between the two teams. If they play each other another 10 times, one will win 5, the other one will win 5. And I'm getting Millwall at 14-5, plus 280. So, yeah, I've got to take Millwall here, Buzz.
I've got this game, but I've not went for the same pick. We can both win, though. But yeah, I think Norwich are one of those sides. I think they're expecting to be contending for the playoffs come the end of the season. Certainly looking at the odds there, sitting at 11-8 for top 6. It was actually Millwall who were up there contending for most of the season last year. But they're as big as 4-1 this year to make the playoffs. I thought this one would be a competitive game, but it was goals that caught my eye. Norwich games are averaging nearly 3 per game last season, one of the highest averages across their league. And Norwich, despite finishing 13th last season, had the second best attack in the Championship. There was only Leeds scored more goals than them. Norwich got 71 goals last season. And both the head-to-heads between these two sides saw both teams to score and the over 2.5 goals. So Norwich won at home 2-1 last year. Millwall won their home game 3-1. So goals is the angle for me. Over 2.5 goals at 11-10 looks good. I like Norwich to get a couple of them as well. But I'll be taking the over 2.5 goals, 11-10. Norwich v Millwall over 2.5.
Okay, so we'll take Millwall 3-2. In that one, Bootle is telling us Fleetwood is the pick lower down the leagues in League 2 this weekend. Cheers for that, Bootle. League 1's BTTS in that game there. More underdog action for me here is 3 o'clock on Saturday. West Bromwich Albion taking on Blackburn Rovers. This one especially for Smudger. West Brom are 5-6, minus 120. 5-2, the draw, plus 250. Blackburn 7-2, plus 350. It's just another game that's too tight and the prices are wrong. West Brom finished 9th, 2 points behind Blackburn. Both games finished in a draw last season. 0-0 at the Hawthorns, 1-1 at Ewood Park. Now, I was actually looking at the under 2.5 goals. Strong data for this. But I was surprised the bookies were onto it. It was 4-6, minus 150. The under 2.5 in this. It was an ugly price. So at that point, I just wanted to punt the underdog again. It's a really tight game. And you've got to take... I've got 3 underdogs, maybe. In fact, that might be my last one. But yeah, if you back them all, there's 1 or 2 of them are winning. But I will take Blackburn Rovers.
Yeah, I haven't got anything else in the Championship, so you might as well crack on. I've got a pick in League 1 and a pick in League 2.
Okay. Well, I've got one more Championship game, and this is the Sunday game, the TV game. As Lenny joins us in the chat. Lenny, you just missed the Derby chat. You'll have to go back and catch that up. Oh, it's not the Sunday game. I'm talking shite. It's the Saturday tea time game, Sheffield United and Bristol City. Sheffield United 3-4, minus 133. 27-10, the draw, plus 270. And Bristol City are 15-4, plus 375. I'm still going underdog crazy here. I'm going to take Bristol City, but double chance, 11-10, plus 110. Sheffield United coming in with the playoff defeat hangover, having lost at Wembley to Sunderland. They've got a new manager in Ruben Sellers. And if they're not fully ready, not fully tuned up here, Bristol City are a tough opponent. Proper battle-hardened Championship opponent. They got a draw at Bramall Lane in March. And if you remember, these two played each other in the playoffs. Now, Sheffield United won 6-0 on aggregate. But what absolutely buggered this up was the Bristol City centre-back, Dickey, was it? Rob Dickey got a red card penalty, 1-0. and that was it. Sheffield United ran away with the first leg. Bristol City had to chase it, and it completely changed the game. So we've got a bit of a revenge spot here for Bristol City as well. I think they can play them hard. I'll take Bristol City double chance, 11-10 plus 110.
Is that you done with the championship now?
I'm done.
Done. Right. I've got a couple of quick ones. Down in League One, to start with, I like the look of Stockport this week. They had a good 2-0 win last week against Bolton, who are one of the better teams in that division. Whereas Wickham lost to Bradford. You can get Stockport here, 9-5 underdogs to win this one. But I'm going to take them score 2 or more goals. Stockport over 1.5 team total at 7-4. So Stockport against Wickham. Over 1.5 Stockport goals at 7-4. But I think Stockport look a great price as an underdog as well. And then down in League Two, my final
pick. One, Baz, because I watched both of those teams last weekend. Stockport were very good, very complete performance. They kind of held Bolton at arm's length. Your guy, or our guy, Mothersill, we talked about Mothersill, got on the score sheet. And they were good. Wickham, I thought, a little bit of lucky. Wickham got, like, they were 2-0 down. They played away at Bradford. We just talked about Birmingham and the fervent home support and all that. You get a little bit of that off Bradford City. Bradford were 2-0 up in no time, and Wickham really fought quite hard. They got one back. They were unlucky not to get back into it. So I wouldn't write Wickham off. I had one eye on them because I had tipped him as my outright play. So I wouldn't be writing Wickham off just yet. But saying that, Stockport were good, but
and the final one for me, League Two. It's another team total pick. And this time it's Crewe. Crewe to score 2 or more against Accrington. Accrington are going to be strugglers this season. And Crewe were full of goals early last season. I remember Crewe were always one I was following quite a bit for goals. They started well this season. They won 3-1 against Salford, and they had an XG of over 4 in that game. So I love the Crewe team total here. Crewe to score 2 or more, 5-4, another plus money price. That's the 2 picks from lower down. Stockport and Crewe both to score 2 or more. Double them up.
Put them in with Swindon to win against Cambridge, which is Harry's pick as well. No doubt he'll send me a picture of his $5,000 winner on Saturday tea time. I think we've done it, Baz. Got squeezed enough picks in there, keeping our senses sharp. This time next week, Barry, will be Premier League match day 1 picks. Will be less than 24 hours away from the Premier League kicking off next Friday night. That's exciting. So we're going to do the £1 million show, possibly Sunday. Can you do it on Sunday, Baz?
I think Sunday's fine, yeah.
Because I'm a bit busy on Monday. I'm a bit stowed off. So we could possibly do the £1 million show on Sunday and then pick show on Thursday. And then I'll go on holiday, Baz. So we're going to have to try and work out if I can do the week 2 pick show from somewhere in Turkey with palm trees, swimming pools and cocktails like you did from Egypt last year. So we'll have to see if we can do that. If we can't, then God knows what we're going to do. But thank you very much, Barry. Thank you, everybody. Barry mentioned last week that it is the right time to like, rate and review. Is that what you were going to say, Baz?
It wasn't. I was going to tell people where I'm going tomorrow, but you can carry on.
All right, yeah. But because people will be in the next week looking for Premier League gambling podcasts. That is the name of this show. So we might pop up, but we'll pop up more if you've liked, rated, reviewed, thumbs up, 5 stars. Even just leave a comment, just leave any old comment, and it pushes it more towards people's ears. And if you are in a territory or if you've got a decent VPN and can access our new sponsor, that would help everybody out as well. That is metaspins.com. All those bonuses in there, free bets and deposit matches and all sorts. So that would be all very kind. We do appreciate it. Barry, where are you going? We had a couple of guesses. Someone said Paris. Someone said Edinburgh to watch Oasis.
Leicester was mentioned. Liverpool. I'm off to Liverpool tomorrow. Back to the northwest. Then potentially to go and see the kids again. This will be the 4th time. The kids love them.
Barry, they'll be taken out a restraining order on you.
It's mostly for the kids. The kids love them. And they went to an album signing the other week and got to meet them. They were buzzing with that. And it's a small gig. It's an outdoor gig. Canny little venue, actually, in Bootle, just outside of Liverpool. It's an outdoor place with, you know, street food, bars, and a 3,000 music venue. So should be good. There's a couple of other decent bands on. A band called The Claws, who I'm quite keen on, and a couple of other decent support acts. So it should be a good night. It's an excuse to get away.
If you could locate and steal the club's checkbook while you're there, Barry, we'll post it back to them on September the 1st. That would be handy.
Yeah.
Something along those lines. Right, okay then. Thank you very much.
Don't bump into any Swedish strikers dwelling down there. Like.
Yeah, driving back. Thanks everyone who joined us. That was fun. Looking forward to this weekend. I enjoyed the EFL games last week. So yeah, even more so looking forward to the Championship this weekend. Friday night's going to be fun. Get in front of the telly with a couple of beers. This time tomorrow, everyone in the chat is now taking the piss out of us, so you can all get in the sea. Thank you for listening to all those things I said before, and we will see you all down the road. Cheers.